Friends, in this part, two more problems have been solved on marginal costing. The problem, it had appeared in BCom 6th semester examination of Coimbatore University in December 2016. Here, we are required to calculate PV ratio, break-even point, sales required to earn a profit of 40,000 rupees, profit when sales were rupees 1,20,000, variable costs of 2 periods, and margin of safety. Information given are sales and profits for 2 years, 2014 and 15 are given. Now let us start one by one. Calculation of a PV ratio. PV ratio is equal to change in profit divided by change in sales into 100. Change in profit represents change in contribution. Here, when profit is compared, profit of 2015 is compared with that of 2014, see, it was 20,000, it is 20,000 in 2015 and 15,000 in 2014. So 20,000 minus 15,000 is change in profit. So 5,000 is change in profit. Similarly, change in sales in 2015 compared to 2014, 1,60,000 minus 1,40,000. It comes to 20,000. So 5,000 divided by 20,000 into 100, it comes to 25%. Remember, change in profit represents change in contribution. Original formula to compute PVR is contribution divided by sales. So change in profit since represents change in contribution. So change in profit divided by change in sales is nothing but change in contribution divided by change in sales. Therefore, PV ratio is 25%. This type of problem was already solved. The alternative method was followed earlier. The same method can also be followed here also. See, alternatively, since fixed costs are constant, any increase in costs in 2015 over 2014 implies increase in variable costs in tune with the increase in sales volume. Increase in cost represents increase in only variable costs. Now, firstly we can compute variable cost ratio. Variable cost ratio is equal to increase in cost divided by increase in sales into 100. Increase in sales minus increase in profit will give us increase in cost. Remember, the difference between sales and profit is nothing but the cost, total cost, because we know sales minus total cost is equal to profit. Therefore, increase in sales minus increase in profit naturally will give us increase in cost. So increase in cost represents increase in variable cost itself, because over a period of time fixed costs will not change. Any change in cost is nothing but variable cost. So increase in cost is therefore 20,000 minus 5,000. Increase in sales is 20,000 as computed above. Increase in profit is 5,000. 20,000 minus 5,000 divided by increase in sales 20,000 into 100. It comes to 75%. So it is variable cost ratio. We know that the aggregate of VCR and PVR comes to 100%. So PV ratio is equal to 100% minus VCR. 100 minus 75, it comes to 25%. Whatever may be the method followed, PVR is one and the same, that is 25%. Now, secondly, we are required to compute break-even point. Break-even point is equal to fixed costs divided by PVR. But fixed costs are not given here. Now we have to compute fixed cost first. Fixed cost is equal to contribution minus profit. We know that contribution minus fixed cost is profit. Therefore, fixed cost will be the difference between contribution and profit. Now, for both the years 2014 and 15, we can compute the fixed costs by following the same formula. Both the years will give the same result, that is fixed cost will be 20,000 only. So sales for 2014 1,40,000 into PVR 25%, therefore contribution will be 35,000. In 2014, profit was 15,000. So 35,000 minus 15,000, fixed cost will be 20,000. For 2015 also we can compute. Sales were 1,60,000 into 25% PVR will give us 40,000 contribution. Profit was 20,000 in 2015. So 40,000 minus 20,000, fixed cost comes to 20,000 only. So it proves that fixed cost will not change from year to year. From 14 to 15, fixed costs remained constant. Any increase in cost, as already said, will represent increase in variable cost only. Now BEP is equal to fixed cost divided by PVR. 20,000 rupees fixed cost divided by 25% PVR will give us break-even point of rupees 80,000. Now another calculation, that is sales required to earn a profit of rupees 40,000. Now the same type of problem was solved previously. As already said, the fixed cost, when we divide it by PV ratio, will give us break-even point. Break-even point is no profit, no loss point. Therefore, beyond BEP, we know that the organization will start earning profit. So, to fixed costs, desired profit of 40,000 should be added. The aggregate is divided by PVR. So, fixed cost 20,000 plus desired profit 40,000 will give us a contribution of 60,000. So, when it is divided by 25%, will give us 2,40,000 sales. So 20,000 fixed cost plus 40,000 desired profit, total comes to 60,000 divided by PVR 25%, sales will be rupees 2,40,000. That is, to earn a profit of 40,000, sales should be 2,40,000. We can verify. Profit is equal to contribution minus fixed cost. 2,40,000 sales into 25% PVR will give us 60,000 contribution minus fixed cost 20,000 will give us a profit of 40,000. So it has been proved. Now another calculation is profit when sales were 1,20,000. So the same method should be followed here. Profit is equal to, under marginal costing technique, contribution minus fixed costs. Contribution is computed by multiplying sales by PVR, because PVR is nothing but contribution to sales ratio. So sales into PVR will give us contribution. 1,20,000 sales into 25% will give us 30,000 contribution minus fixed costs rupees 20,000. So the difference is profit. Profit is 10,000 rupees. Now another calculation is variable costs of 2 periods. See, variable cost is equal to sales minus contribution, because the equation in marginal costing is that sales minus variable cost will give us contribution. Therefore, variable cost will be equal to the difference between sales and contribution. Now, contribution is equal to fixed cost plus profit, because contribution minus fixed cost will give us profit. Therefore, contribution will be the aggregate of fixed cost and profit. Now, for 2014, contribution will be fixed cost 20,000, profit is 15,000 as already given in the problem. Profit is 15,000. When added, contribution will be 35,000 for 2014. Similarly, for 2015, contribution will be fixed cost 20,000, profit is 20,000, total comes to 40,000 is the contribution for 2015. So, variable cost for 2014 will be sales 1,40,000 minus contribution 35,000, variable cost will be 1,05,000. For 2015, variable cost will be sales 1,60,000 given information minus 40,000 contribution computed. Difference is 1,20,000 will be variable cost for 2015. The another calculation required is margin of safety. We know that margin of safety is the difference between present sales and break-even sales. It can be computed in terms of volume as well as in terms of value. Here, in terms of value, it is computed for both the years. For 2014, 1,40,000 was the sales. Break-even sales is 80,000. 1,40,000 minus 80,000, margin of safety will be rupees 60,000. For 2015, margin of safety is equal to 1,60,000 sales will be for 2015, 1,60,000, break-even sales 80,000, difference is 80,000 will be margin of safety. Friends, one more problem is solved. The problem relates to an organization called Ganesh Enterprises. From the records of Ganesh Enterprises, data are obtained. Here sales are given in terms of volume, 4,000 units have been sold. Selling price is also given 25 rupees. Total sales 1 lakh rupees less costs. The elements are given: materials consumed, labor charges, variable overheads, fixed overheads. Totally 88,000. The difference is net profit 12,000 rupees. Now, we are required to calculate BEP, then PVR, then sales required to earn a profit, then extra units to be sold. Some conditions are given. Lastly, new selling price is also to be fixed. Let us consider one by one. Firstly, number of units where there is no profit, no loss. No profit, no loss level of sales is nothing but the break-even point. So it means we have to calculate BEP here. Now, variable costs, also called marginal cost, are not directly given here. On the basis of given information, we have to compute variable costs. Variable costs is equal to cost of materials consumed plus labor charges plus variable overheads. That is equal to 40,000 plus 20,000 plus 10,000. Total comes to 70,000 is variable costs. See, total cost is 88,000 as given in the problem, out of which 18,000 is fixed overheads. So only 70,000 is variable cost. Now variable cost per unit shall be computed. Total variable cost divided by sales volume, 70,000 divided by 4,000 units comes to 17 rupees 50 paise is variable cost per unit. Now contribution per unit is equal to selling price 25 rupees minus variable cost per unit as computed 17.50. So contribution per unit will be rupees 7.50. Now BEP is equal to fixed cost divided by contribution per unit, rupees 18,000. Fixed overhead is nothing but fixed cost, 18,000 divided by 7.50. So BEP will be 2,400 units. 2,400 units, that is when the organization Ganesh Enterprises sells 2,400 units at rupees 25 each, there will be no profit, no loss. Now, secondly, we are required to compute ratio between contribution and sales. It is nothing but PV ratio. PV ratio is equal to contribution divided by sales into 100. Contribution is equal to sales minus variable costs. So sales are rupees 1 lakh, it is given in the problem, minus variable costs we have computed above 70,000. Difference is 30,000 is the contribution divided by sales 1 lakh rupees into 100, it comes to 30%. Or we can also compute PV ratio on the basis of selling price and contribution per unit. So contribution per unit divided by selling price into 100. Contribution per unit, it was computed above 7.50 divided by selling price 25 into 100, it also comes to 30%. So PV ratio is 30%. Now another calculation is sales needed to earn a profit of 20% on sales. Remember, here profit required is, amount of profit required is not given. Profit is 20% on sales. That means if 100 rupees are sales, profit will be rupees 20. Now to earn this much of profit, what should be the sales? That is the question. Now we have to make an assumption here, that is sales volume, because selling price is given 25 rupees. Therefore, sales volume should be assumed as X units. Let the sales be X units. Therefore, sales value is equal to sales volume into selling price. Sales volume we have assumed X units into selling price rupees 25. It will be rupees 25x. Sales value will be 25x. Now, profit is given. Profit is equal to 20% on sales. Sales we have computed 25x. 20% on 25x will be profit. Therefore, 20 by 100 into 25x, it comes to 5x. Profit is 5x. So sales value 25x, profit 5x. Now total sales is equal to, it is already known to us, sales will be always equal to total cost and profit. Total cost means variable cost and variable cost. Variable cost and fixed cost will come to total cost, to which profit is when added, we will get total sales. So total sales is equal to variable cost plus fixed cost plus profit. Total sales we have computed 25x is equal to variable cost per unit into sales volume. So variable cost per unit, it is computed earlier 17.50 into sales volume X we have assumed. So it will be 17.5x, that will be variable cost. Then fixed cost given 18,000 rupees. Then profit is 5x. It was given. It was computed above. Now 25x is equal to 17.5x plus 18,000 plus 5x. Mathematically, we can simplify it. So it will come to 2.5x is equal to 18,000. Therefore, x will be 7,200 units. We can check, we can verify. Profit is 20% on sales. 20 by 100 into 7,200 units volume of sales into rupees 25. So it will come to rupees 1,80,000. So 20% of which is 36,000. Now we also know that profit is equal to contribution minus fixed costs. So contribution is the relationship between PV ratio and sales. Sales 1,80,000. PV ratio is 30%. So 30% of 1,80,000 comes to 54,000 contribution. When sales are 2,700 units at rupees 25 each, we will get sales of 1,80,000, 30% of which is 54,000 contribution. Fixed cost is deducted 18,000, profit is 36,000. So when 7,200 units are sold at rupees 25 each, we will earn a profit of 20% profit, which comes to rupees 36,000. This is how calculation is to be made. Mathematical principles should be followed here. Now, another calculation is extra units to be sold to maintain a present profit of rupees 12,000. Remember, 12,000 is the given profit. It should be earned, it should be maintained. What should be the extra units to be sold? Here first we should compute the units to be sold. Then finally we can compute extra units. Now another condition is that selling price is reduced by 20%. So new selling price is equal to existing price minus reduction by 20%. So 25 rupees minus 20% of 25, it comes to 5. 25 minus 5, new selling price is 20. Now new contribution per unit is equal to new selling price minus variable cost per unit, it comes to 2.50. Therefore, units to be sold is equal to fixed cost plus desired profit, the formula was followed earlier, divided by new contribution per unit. Naturally, rupees 18,000 plus desired profit 12,000. So totally 30,000 divided by new contribution per unit 2.50, it comes to 12,000 units. So to maintain a profit of 12,000 units should be sold at a new selling price of rupees 20. Now extra units to be sold will be 12,000 units minus 4,000 units already it is given. 12,000 minus 4,000, 8,000 units are the extra units to be sold when this condition is to be fulfilled. So we can also verify profit is equal to 12,000 units into 2.50, it comes to 30,000 contribution minus 18,000 fixed cost, it comes to 12,000 rupees profit. It has been proved. Nextly, one more calculation is extra units to be sold to earn a profit of 24,000. Now, condition is variable cost per unit goes up by 2.50. So, new VC variable cost per unit will be equal to existing VC 17.50 plus increase 2.50. New VC per unit will be 20. New contribution per unit is equal to existing price rupees 25. There will be no change in price now. Original price 25 minus new VC per unit 20. Difference is 5. That is new contribution per unit. Units to be sold is equal to fixed cost plus desired profit divided by new contribution per unit. So 18,000 plus 24,000 divided by rupees 5 new contribution per unit. It will come to 42,000 divided by 5, 8,400 units. Now extra units to be sold is equal to 8,400 units minus 4,000 units already sold. So 4,400 units will be extra units to be sold to earn a profit of 24,000. That is, when 24,000 profit is to be earned, 8,400 units should be sold at original price of rupees 25. Additional units to be sold will be 4,400 units to fulfill the given condition. We can also verify profit is equal to 8,400 into 5. 42,000 will be the contribution. Therefore, contribution minus fixed cost 18,000, profit will be 24,000. Now, lastly, we have to fix a price, selling price to be fixed for BEP of 500 units. Now, BEP has already been computed. BEP 2,400 units BEP. Now, it should be reduced to 500 units. If at all, BEP, no profit, no loss position, is to be brought down to 500 units, what should be the new selling price? So, new selling price is equal to existing VC, variable cost per unit, plus contribution per unit. Now, again we have to make an assumption. Let the contribution per unit be X rupees. BEP in terms of volume is equal to fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. Now, BEP, it is given 500 units is equal to fixed cost 18,000 divided by contribution per unit, we have assumed X. So, mathematically 500X is equal to rupees 18,000. Therefore, X is equal to 18,000 divided by 500 units. It comes to rupees 36. Therefore, selling price is equal to 17.50 existing variable cost per unit. New contribution will be rupees 36,000. Contribution should be rupees 36 per unit. So when we add both of them, selling price will be 53.50. Remember, selling price minus variable cost per unit will give us the contribution per unit. Therefore, variable cost and contribution per unit, when we add both of these, we will get selling price. So it will come to 53.50. We can verify. BEP is equal to fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. So rupees 18,000 divided by rupees 36, 53.50 new selling price minus 17.50 variable cost. So it comes to rupees 36, and fixed cost 18,000 divided by 36 rupees. So we will get 500 units. It has been proved. So here, remember, mathematically it has been proved. The knowledge of mathematics will help us in calculating or in fixing the new selling price. Good luck.